Hey guys, welcome back. So today I'm going to be showing you my Christmas mani. So I'm going to use these decals from Poshy Nail Designs. They are water slide decals, but I'm going to use these three different dips from, well, one's from Triple D, one is from Revel, and the red is from iGel. So I'm using Bloody Mary from iGel, Into the Night from Triple D, and then Veronica, which is like a French white from Revel. I got a couple requests after, I guess, Revel changed their dip liquids bottles. I had a couple of you ask me to try them out. So that's what I'm gonna do. Apparently, they made their bottles a little bit heavier. They're still plastic. To me, they're still lightweight. I could still tip them over, which is why I'm going to put the base in my little bottle holder from the nail prop shop. The bottles don't have a wiper insert, and I kind of wouldn't have a problem with that if, I don't know what you want to call it, the opening of the bottle wasn't so wide. So I'm gonna be honest, I don't use these liquids for very long. I think I do my first dip on the three fingers that I want to be white, and I end up going back to my Model 1's liquids. I think the formula of Revel's liquids are good. The issue is that it does not have a wiper insert. Only because with the mouth of that bottle being so ridiculously wide and no insert, you will see as I do my middle finger and my index finger, I am constantly having to put that brush back up to the bottle and wipe off more liquid because it was just consistently pulling liquid. And I tried to wipe it off the best I could before I even took the brush out of the bottle. So I don't know. It just bugs me because the formula of their liquids, you know, they seem pretty good, but if it just had a wiper insert, it would be so much better. You see how I have to constantly brush the brush off on the lid of the bottle? On top of that, with there being no wiper insert, I couldn't screw these back on when I was done with them. I had to kind of just sit the brush in the bottle because it would have for sure glued shut. Even me just sitting it on, I went back like an hour later and could not get this bottle open. And I wiped it off and everything before I put it back in there. I mean, it's not my first rodeo with dip liquids. So, I don't know. And it didn't make for a good application just because with so much liquid constantly coming off on my brush, it's gonna come off on your nail, and it was flooding my cuticles, as you can see. If you have watched any of my other videos, then you know I don't usually have to work this hard with cleanup or even dipping or just applying the liquid. So after I do this dip on my index finger, I tried to do a second dip on my pinky, and it just looked so bad, and I was so thankful for Peel Base. You're going to see me just peel my pinky nail right off, apply a coat of my Peel Base again, and then I switched back to my Model 1's liquids because I'm going to use what I know works the best. So after I get done talking about these liquids, it's going to be more of a, I don't know, chatty mani type of video, but I am going to continue to do my white dips here. I don't know, I just wasn't happy with the application, and I know that I know some of you are going to be like, well, white is hard to dip with to begin with, but I like to test out dip liquids with white dip, black dip, and glitter, because a white, they're not all easy to work with. Most of them are a bit difficult to work with, especially a French white. Black can, you know, cause some issues as well. Very highly pigmented, stains, all that stuff. So, and then of course glitters. I like to test out liquids with those to see, you know, what the dry time is for their glitter. So this is when I kind of just, I took it off the bottle holder just because I felt like with it being tilted and it being a brand new bottle of base that was definitely adding to the problem of getting too much liquid on the brush. So I'm just trying to use it with it just sitting on my table. But as you can see, I am still having to wipe my brush off onto the bottle. And this second dip just, I just wasn't happy with it. So I end up popping it off. I am going to show that just because I wanted to be real with you guys. I know some people who love Revels liquids, and to be honest, when I started dipping, I started with Revels liquids. I don't know if the mouth of the bottle got wider or what, or maybe I'm just so used to my thinner liquids now, or just the wiper insert in them. I don't know. I don't feel like the bottles were like this 2 years ago. That, and they were the glass bottles. Yeah, they were a lot different. So I don't know. I wish they would go back to the glass bottles, or at least put a smaller mouth to these bottles and a wiper insert on the inside. It would make such, but you just see how bad that pinky looks. So I'm just going in and just peeling it right off. It is currently after midnight, so not Christmas Eve anymore. It is officially Christmas. And I'm just now getting around to doing this voiceover, but I wanted to just include how I do my peel off base coat. I just do one coat over top of my builder gel. So I do my builder gel, my gel top coat, and then my peel base. I do make sure that when I apply my peel base, I get it as close to my cuticle and my sidewalls as I possibly can, just because I want to make sure I get a nice clean pop off. I don't look for longevity with my manis, as most of you probably know. I film a lot of videos, so I do a lot of nails. So I'm not really looking to get, you know, a good amount of time out of my nails. However, this set did last me 4 days. So here I pulled out my Model 1's liquids just because I wanted to show you. If you can see, I wiped the brush off. I'm trying to get it at an angle where you can see where the liquid is just constantly coming down. Even though it's coming down at a slow rate, it's still coming down. But if you are new to dipping, you see in my Model 1's bottle, it had that wiper insert. That's going to prevent you from getting too much liquid on your brush. So you could see that the Revel bottle did not have that. So don't get me wrong, I am not trying to bash Revel whatsoever. I am just giving my honest opinion on what I thought of their liquids, because I had a couple of you ask me to try them out since the bottles are different. So that's what I was doing. I have a crap ton of Revel's powders. I actually ordered a lot from them during their Black Friday sale. I love their powders. I even don't mind their gels that much, honestly. I don't know, just something about their dip liquids. And for some reason, they also burned my eyes this time, which I don't remember them affecting, you know, the fumes of them affecting me before. But they did make my eyes burn quite a bit, which I was surprised with that too. So I went ahead and, what am I doing? I am finishing up my white dips with my Model 1's dip liquids. I will leave them linked down below. I love them so much. They have become one of my very favorites. So them and Triple D's liquids are definitely my go-to liquids. I did get a kit off of Amazon. I saw Kate from Kate's Nail Corner do a review of the Gershon dip powder kit, and she seemed to really enjoy the powders and the liquids, so I wanted to get one of their kits and try it out. And so you guys will see that video coming up soon. So now I'm just going to cap and clear these two white nails. Then I'm going to go ahead and finish and redo my pinky off camera. And then I will get into the other two colors, the red and the black, which I'm just doing normal dips. I wanted to do one nail red and one nail black just to be different. I was kind of over the whole red and green combo. I think that's sometimes the only bad thing about doing your own nails or making videos is I do so much like red and greens leading up to Christmas that by the time Christmas is here, like I'm just over the reds and the greens, and I don't know. Y'all know how I feel about black nails, so that's what I wanted to do. So that's what I'm gonna do. So anyway, I just want to chit chat with you guys. I want to know what your plans are for Christmas. Did you guys do anything special for Christmas Eve, or what your traditions are? I know for us, our traditions are really on Christmas Eve, because we would usually go to my dad's house on Christmas Day and meet up with the whole entire family, which this year we're not doing because of the pandemic. So I'm actually staying home this year. Me and Gabe are staying home. But Christmas Eve, you know, before my husband passed away, we would always go to the Hers factory. Yes, the Hers potato chip factory. It is not too far from us in Pennsylvania, and they do a amazing Christmas lights display, and it was just so perfect for us because, you know, with all my husband's health issues, he really couldn't do a whole lot of walking around. So that Christmas light display was perfect for us because it's like a drive-through. You just sit in the car. They have one little spot that you can, you know, get up and walk around if you want to and take pictures. But for the most part, you just drive through it. And then we go to this really awesome sub shop that we like and get food. And then come home, eat, watch Christmas movies. I like to do a Christmas Eve box for Gabe every year. That's like, you know, just a little box that has a pair of pajamas, it has a pack of hot cocoa, some popcorn, and then a new DVD, so a movie that, you know, he asked me for. We would do that. So we still did that this year, and we went and saw the lights and got some food, and then came home, and I had to cook since we were staying home. So I am just now being able to sit down. But I want to know what your guys' traditions are, what you guys are doing for Christmas, because I know the pandemic is just making everybody rearrange what they would normally do. So let me know what your plans are. I would love to hear all about them. But for now, I am going to let you guys watch. I'm going to finish up my red and my black. I did go ahead and just cap and clear and activate off camera. So I am going to let you guys watch me finish this up, but I just wanted to say one more quick thing, and then you guys will not have to hear my voice for a minute or so. I just wanted to take a second to thank you guys. I got a crazy amount of Christmas cards in the mail for Gabe from a bunch of you. As most of you know, this is our first Christmas without my husband, Gabe's dad, and so many of you thought to send Gabe a Christmas card, and it was just so sweet. I have them all stacked up, hidden in my nail room, actually, and when he's done opening all his gifts later this morning, I'm gonna pull them all out and have him open them. So I am super excited. His most favorite thing that Tom used to do was Tom used to get us the very best Christmas cards. So he made a comment that the cards are going to be what he misses the most. So it was really super sweet that a bunch of you thought to send him a Christmas card. So I just wanted to thank you guys for that. So look how pretty that black dip is. It's so good. So I'm going to finish up my second dip and I'll be right back. So I am all filed and shaped, and I went ahead and cut out the decals that I want to use. So here you can see underneath the full design, but I thought that the top part of that, it kind of reminded me of like decorations on a fireplace mantle. So I cut out just the top part of that and the little plaid black and white stocking, and I'm gonna do both of those separate decals on one nail. And then I picked out the little Christmas trees and then the reindeer. So Poshy recently came out with these cleanup brushes. I think they came out, I want to say Cyber Monday-ish. So these were not sent to me. I paid for everything I'm using in this video. So I just wanted to share my little tips and tricks for these water slide decals. I am using Triple D's Foiling Around, which is their foil glue gel. Use any foil glue gel you have. If not, you can go in with a gel base, or Maniology makes a sticky base coat. You could use that too. But ever since I started using the foil glue with my decals, the results have been such a game changer. Like, I get the best application with these decals. They lay super flat. I don't get nearly as many wrinkles as I was before using just a gel base. And I think it's just because the foil gel, after it's cured, even though gel base is sticky, the foil gel is stickier than the gel base. So it really kind of like suctions onto the nail just so much better. So I apply a super thin coat of this to all my nails, pretty much just enough to get it wet in a sense, because this gel is, on the thicker side. So you want to make sure you do a thin coat of that. So I went ahead, and while that is curing, I'm going to put in my first decal. I like to do just one decal at a time, just because they can actually dry back out if you do too many at once, which isn't too big of a deal. You could put it back into the water and be just fine. So I let it sit in the water for about 10-15 seconds, and then I'm just gonna pull it out of my little cup of water. I'm gonna sit it on paper towel. I'm gonna kind of flip it back and forth, try to get as much excess water off of the decal as possible. And then I'm going to put the whole entire decal on my stamper. And I kind of put it in the wrong place at first, but I was able to move it. You do want to be really careful with the decals just because they are a bit fragile. They're a bit delicate. So I'm going to get this moved, and then I'm just going to stamp it right on my nail. But I'm going to let you guys watch because I feel like I have talked through this whole entire video, and you guys are probably tired of hearing my voice by now. So I'm going to let you guys watch, and I will be back. so now that all of my decals are applied, I like to go in and do a thin coat of gel base, and I don't really worry too much about fully coating my whole entire nail. I like to, in a sense, encapsulate the decals with the gel base, and then after that I will do the gel top coat over it. I did go ahead and do the gel top coat off camera just because it's Christmas Day and I didn't want you guys sitting through like a 45-minute long video. So I am applying my gel base. I did go ahead and apply it to my ring finger and my thumb as well, just because with using the peel base, whenever I do want my mani to last a little bit longer, I do find that I get, you know, a extra day or two if I do the gel base first. So I'm gonna finish up my gel base, then I'm gonna top coat off camera, and I will be back to show you the final look. So here is the finished Christmas mani. I'm just gonna finish it off with my Candy Skincare Cuticle Oil. If you have not tried Poshy's water slide decals, definitely check out the link below and check them out. I love her decals. They're just so, I don't know, so unique and beautiful and fun. So yeah, let me know what you guys think of this mani. I want to hear how your Christmas was, what your traditions are, all that good stuff. Leave it in the comments below. And I hope you enjoyed this video, and I will catch you all in my next one. Bye, guys.